Thank you for staying with us. Before we went to the break, we were talking about how Seun dealt with a cyber bully who threatened his life. And we say you can join the conversation on by calling us on 081 0764 1679 or 090 63440, or you can tweet to us at TVC Connect using the hashtag Your View on TVC. I hear we have some comments online already.
Yes, we have Moses Ade on YouTube is saying Seun is now our Liam Nielsen. That's a good one. And Antnam on YouTube is also saying these people are cowards who talk nonsense online, but are the biggest cowards in real life.
They need to examine themselves.
Absolutely.
But there's this other story. It's still talking about bullying, but this time around is school. Earlier we mentioned bullying in schools, and the story is about a child who was bullied by a mother. I think is reporting that a child had been bullying her son in class. And then she went ahead to tell the mother about this. And the mother started laughing. That's the mother of the bully. I started laughing at quote, "This is how he bullies all of us at home." She was laughing. And the mother of the child who is being bullied laughed as well. And since we are at a comedy show, she herself laughed and said, if he tries my son again, I will beat him black and blue. And if you question me, I will beat you too. Bam.
Let's turn the place to...
It's a comedy show. But how do you joke with that kind of thing?
You're telling me
You see,
that's how he bullies us at home.
For parents, some parents, they think that bullying is a joke. This person even understands that it is a joke. There are some parents that don't know that their children bully. They don't understand.
It is not a joke, because you said this parent understand that it is a joke.
This person...
The mother of the child that is being bullied.
I said this person knows that... What I meant is that this person knows that the child is bullying, even at home. But some parents don't even know. They just think that their children are just free, they're just behaving themselves, they're just throwing tantrums. But they don't understand that the line is actually being a bully. And then when you tell some parents that your child is bullying, they just feel like it's an ambiguous word. Kilo shegongo. What's exactly the child do you see? And we see that bullying can range from talking to the other person in a condescending manner. It can range from eating the head, kicking the child, you know, the friend. And you probably will say, like some parents, real life experience, they'll say, they're just playing, they're just children. I say, no, they're not just children, because these things would go on
serious
to be more serious than what it is now, right? And I think that why do people bully? I think that it boosts their esteem. Such that when they know that they're dominating,
lack of self-esteem.
Low self-esteem.
They're suppressing somebody. They feel like they're
Can you hold us up? We have Olumide on the line calling from Lekki. Olumide, good morning. Go ahead with your contribution.
Yeah, good morning. So,
Can you speak up, please?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, it's better. We're struggling to hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. I'm not even watching the TV. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
Right.
I can hear you.
Go ahead. We are struggling to hear you. That's why I said you should speak up, please.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Better.
please.
Okay, better now. Okay, a quick one. The lady on the right there, she mentioned something about somebody took money from her account, that's for 1,000, and then let go. Yes. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Delayed, I guess it's delayed feedback there. But Olumide, you can call back to pass your comment. We would love to hear it. Toby, you were saying something.
So esteem issues basically such that when they know that they are above somebody, or at least they can talk to somebody anyhow, it makes them feel like, we have arrived, right? But when you trace that back, you may find out that at the end of the day, maybe in their house, they're not people that their opinions matter. When they talk to them, they shut them down. So these are the examples they've seen, even within the home, and they're looking for the next person to pass it on to. So when we talk about bullying, we try to understand the cause. What causes it? And we see that sometimes it may stem from the home. And we just react to the people that bully us. They are just bullies. But if we're able to find a way of addressing the causal effects, knowing fully well that every child is represented and the opinion should be heard within the home, it will help. So we'll see firstborns talking down at last children. And then we think that last child will just ring it off as a normal thing. When that child also gets to an environment where he is not the last child, he would want to do the same thing that the first child is doing. So these things have ripple effects, and we just think that as parents, firstborn, secondborn, you know, and just wing it off.
They will know how to handle themselves.
Able to address these issues, even from the home, I think it would go a long way in settling it societally.
Right. In line with what you have said, even if you check secondary schools, especially state-owned or government-owned schools, you find, you know, seniors that bully the juniors. And then they will tell you that was what my senior did to me.
Yes.
That's why I have to do it to you. So there's that culture of whatever, there's that culture of bullying, whatever you do to me,
I would pass it on.
you need to do it as well. And, well, I need to do it as well. So it's also very evident in the home. You find some parents that, you know, shut down kids, they don't allow them have an opinion, they scold them, their self-esteem, you know, they've rippled the child's self-esteem such that when they get to school, they feel that, you know, bullying another person is what, you know, will give them validation. And sometimes it's not even that they have taken the self-esteem away from them. Sometimes it is how the parents also treat other people, like how you treat your house help, how you treat your driver, how you treat people that are not up to your social status. Because children are watching whatever you do. I always say that the child is a mirror of what happens in the home. Of course, I know that there are some children that can be troublesome, that you see the parents that are meek.
You wonder where the child came from.
But to a large extent, you can see a child's home, upbringing in the child when you meet them. I met Fola Bomi last week for the first time, and when he greeted me, he went like proper Yoruba.
Who's Fola Bomi? Who's Fola Bomi?
I met her son last week, and he's just how old? He's just 4 years. And when he wanted to greet me, he went, you know, on 2 hands. He's like, "Good afternoon." I was
frustrated.
I was shocked. I was like, "Wow, this is intentional parenting." But then you have some parents who you meet their children, you'll be forced to, "Greet auntie now, greet auntie now," and the child just, "Good afternoon," all of that. So all of these things actually matter. Upbringing from the home is key. Yeah, it's very key.
Let's take Blessing calling from Kaduna. Blessing, are you there? Blessing? Blessing?
Hello.
Yes. Good morning. Go ahead with your contribution.
Okay. Actually want to talk about the concerning the hot topic of not having the capacity to move on with a particular case and being patient and all that. I actually have a case going on in Kaduna right now at Kaduna High Court concerning a woman who has been harassing me. We are actually colleagues, you know, with the husband. And she has been harassing me up and down. I'm sleeping with her husband, and so the case has been on. And this woman does not have any evidence whatsoever. And so the court has been moving in and out with the case.
Chai, Blessing, please call back if you can.
The gist.
Yes, harassment.
Oh, what's she saying?
She's been harassed. That the woman is her colleague, but it seems the family, the husband, and so they are harassing her, and so the case is in court, right? But there's been a back and forth with the case. That's where the statement stopped. So I wanted to know what exactly she perhaps intends to do at this point, but it seems she has gotten it up to this point.
So you won't take her to the court?
To have taken the case to the court, there's also office bullying. That's what it is.
Yes. So
see the way you're going. Yes.
I was actually coming to that as well. I have experienced office bullying before.
Office bullying, office harassment.
Office bullying, actually, from a fellow female, not even an oga that was male. You know, when I joined the organization, I was me, happy-go-go, and, my other colleagues like, this person you are getting close to, she has conscon. She will show you Pepe. I said, I don't want to get involved with whatever you people have on.
Can you hold the story? Because I know you're not hold it. We have Benga calling from Ikorodu. Benga, go ahead. Good morning. Oh, you see,
and I paused
because of you. Please call back.
So, as I was saying, I said, I don't want to get involved with any office policies, whatever going on. I just want to interact with everybody the way I am. So, and because this person was because she had like 10 years in journalism when I joined, so I was really looking forward to learning a lot, being mentored by this person. But I just noticed then I noticed she had a lot of negative energy. She was always complaining about the company. This one is not happy. This one is not good. They should do this. The negative energy was affecting me and how I was living. So stylishly, I removed myself from the friendship. That was what I did do. The pepper that she showed me. Up to an extent that there was a particular day I saw a note on my car in fact, I was working with one of the camera guys at work, and then he saw the notes first hanging on my car. I was like,
She dropped the note?
That somebody has dropped love letter. He was even the one that ran ahead. Like,
to pick the notes.
You have a crush in this building. Let me quickly go and pick the notes. Only for him to pick the notes. He was expecting love letter or maybe a phone number. Maybe somebody said something. Only for him to open it and said, you shouldn't have worn anything to the office today. You prostitute. Your mother is not.
Are you serious?
See, I just saw his face. Just saying, what is it? Give me my love letter and let me read now. Only for me to read. My mouth was like, what did I just say? What am I wearing? Look at me. What am I? I said, nothing is wrong with what you're wearing.
And she signed off with her name. She signed off with her name.
No,
but you could interpret. Right.
Office bullying.
Yes, I could pick that handwriting. I said, you know who did this, right? Immediately, we all knew. I said, you have to report this to.
Did you?
I didn't report it to, because reporting it will now make her feel like, okay, the thing pains me, or that was what I was saying the other time, that sometimes you have to ignore. If she had said, if you come to work today or tomorrow next week, consider yourself dead or this or that,
that's
maybe
a different case.
Exactly. And I would have taken it further.
Yeah.
But she was just abusing me, called me all sorts of names, blah, 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 blah.
No, but it's important, whether it's not even a threat to life, because to stop that culture, oftentimes we say, because it's not a threat to my life, but I think that we need to start reporting these cases so that we stop that cycle. Because there are other persons who may not be able to handle it. And we know what is also it can do to that organization, so to speak. That they should have a channel where people can report cases like this, which is another issue. Having a channel where people can come and talk about, I'm being bullied, I'm being harassed and all of that in an organization and even in a school. So that people can speak about these things, because the image of the organization or the school is at stake. We don't think in that direction, but it's important. That circle has to be stopped. That is why we have a lot of bullies roaming the society, because we say, it is not a threat to my life. It's not really affecting me. I can handle it. I can do this. But they are a menace to the society.
Absolutely. When she was speaking, I remembered my experience. So I was just a freshman in the university.
And you were a freshman.
Veronica,
leave me.
I would just really dress the one I can dress, small you move around and all that. And, people got to know me because I was really tiny. Imagine what I look like now. So imagine what I would have looked like at the time, right? And so we're having our first semester exams. And this girl walked up to me. She was a fellow Part 1 student like me. And she came and she just poked me and she was like, you think you are a chick, Abi? In your mind. And as she did the in your mind, it was as if I was going to fall down. And I just said like this. She just walked off. Now I carry phone. Hello, mommy.
Okay, what happened?
One girl just, and my mom said, maybe a cultist too.
Right.
Just leave her, And if
the girlfriend's a cultist.
No, she wasn't now. Normal Part 1 student.
Maybe
after that time, if I saw her come this way or more, I don't move. Do you see? But I don't know if it affected me, but I changed the way I was dressing from that moment onwards. I
It
changed.
affected you?
Yes,
Me,
I
didn't
changed
allow
the
it
way
to
I.
move me. In fact,
I was
after
just
that
now
time,
very normal after then, like before they will notice me again.
After that time,
you know.
I went shopping.
So these
again.
things
Is this
exist.
shopping that is? It is this.
You will deal with her.
Fine.
I will
I will
finish
give you your
today.
size.
You have energy for you to go to Abuja for court case. You have energy.
I did not report because if I had reported it, would have been making the rest would have felt powerful that she left a mark. You know, that was why I took that power away from her. I'm sure she was there wondering if I saw the note, if I did not see the note.
And you didn't
that
react.
emotional torture self is enough satisfaction for me thinking if I saw it or not.
Yeah,
But for me, I still think that whatever the case,
jealousy was.
you left.
Yeah, I left because it was beginning to. I was getting scared. I think my mom after because
You
I
kept
said it was-
reporting
yeah,
the case.
I told my mom, and then my mom became uncomfortable and said, "At this point, this girl would hurt you out of jealousy." You know, so
Yes, it could get to
yeah,
that
so
point.
you need to start looking for
Our mothers,
another
sha.
opportunity, you know, and leave that. And that was what I did. And that was the beginning of my entrepreneurial journey, and I've never looked back.
Oh, wow.
Are you? Is the lady still around?
No, they fired her.
No, but she's alive, Abby.
She's alive.
You are watching.
Yeah.
She knows you.
No, you see, now you had to leave that organization because there was the fear. Now, if perhaps you had reported the case, maybe the organization would have dealt with that matter a certain way. We do not know why she resigned or she was sacked.
And
or
she was bullying somebody else too now. But
see?
it backfired.
That's it.
They had it up to here.
That's
with
it.
her issues and
That's it. So they needed to address it because the image of the organization was at stake. And that is what I think schools need to begin to do. For children who are being bullied, they should have an avenue where these children can come and complain about these issues. It's just that some teachers are not patient with these children. Say, is a child like you?
What in
schools
a case-
actually have it all.
So would they then say-
have strong anti-bullying laws?
So when they-
such that the students are confident that nothing can happen to them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think
I
the
hear
school
you.
needs to.
Strong
other schools need to
anti-bullying
do
laws.
better.
What would they do at the end of the day? Would they chase the child away? Would they rusticate? Or
Yes.
they carry disciplinary
No,
action?
you have to
They have
take
their
disciplinary
laws against
action,
anti-bullying.
or
Yeah.
you tell them that if your child continues, we'll have to let them go.
Exactly.
You can't continue in that school. It is not healthy for the mental state of any child or any family.
When
And
schools
for
are looking students
cyberbullying,
to pay their bills.
bullies,
It is well.
please check your mental state, your psychological state. Something is not right.
Check
We need
into a
to.
rehab.
She took it a step further. We need to end this whole show.